Hi guys, so I get a lot of questions every day about driver's license. Now let me say this here so that we can correct it. One of the greatest skills you can learn if you're coming to Australia is learning how to drive. Now if you know how to drive, and last skill I tell people every time is learn how to use the navigation softwares. These are maps, Google Maps, Waze, and all of that. Apple Maps. These are maps you use to drive. Even if you know the place you're going to and you're trying to come to Australia or transit to another country, try to learn how to use the maps to drive. Now, if you're actually coming to Australia for the first time or something, do what I'm about to say now. Go to YouTube and click on how to drive and traffic rules in Australia. How to drive and traffic rules in Australia. Why? Because for instance, in West African countries, most of like Nigeria now have like what we call left-sided driving. Australia have right-sided driving. So Australia is quite right-sided, like more like the UK and some other countries. So really, it's different altogether. So you even if you know how to drive, if you come here, you still have to just unlearn a lot of things and just learn the new ones because the system is really different from how you drive in your home country. And for those who actually think probably you have driven for 17 years, no. Some people even drive for 17 years. They come here, they fail the driver's test for almost four times before they get it. You understand? You know what that means? So it's important. So now the first thing I normally tell you is that make sure you come with your Nigerian or what they call it, driver's license. Make sure you come with your Nigerian driver's license when you're coming to this place. Come with your country driver's license. Some states accept it. Right now, a lot of things are happening in Australia. So many jobs right now require you to have an Australian driver's license, which is very important. So I'll be talking about converting how to convert the Australian driver's license, your local driver's license to Australian driver's license. So based on, I'm going to use SA for example, which is South Australia, the state of South Australia as an example. So the first thing you do is when you want to do that, you get your local one and to go to SA transport. SA service like the transport system for that manages all the transport driver's license and all of that. So go there and tell them that you want to convert to the Australian driver's license. What would they do? They will start the process. They will give you some theory and other documentations. They will take your own international whatever driver's license or your normal local driver's license, and then they will use it to be able to do one or two things, verify it and all of that. And then at the end of the day, it will give you some theory to start taking. So those theory, please make sure you pay attention to the theory, take the test, study them. It's just normal. So it's just to educate you and inform you about how to drive in Australia in a theoretical manner. Now, when all those routines are gone, it's just a step-by-step process. By the time you're done with it, it can take you for maybe 2 or 3 weeks to even finish the theory and come back to them and tell them that you're ready. And they're going to give you a little bit of test, like a simulation, like a simulator inside the particular center, which is Service SA Center, which is like a transport that authority that manages all the transport systems, documentations like drivers, blah, 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 in Australia. I beg that one is very important. The most important thing I want to say now is that now after that period, they will now assign you, they will now ask you to go and get what you call having trainer, an assessor that will be able to now help you. You guys will go out, maybe you book some particular weeks, and then when you get good, the guy is gonna be teaching you how to drive and all of that. So when you get good at what is required for you in your test, in your driving test, because that's what they're going to train you on. So you have 3-point turning, left and right. A lot of things. You might feel you know how to drive now, but my God, if you do that test, you'll be sure that you really need to know a lot of things. So by the time you do it and all of that, and it's really helpful. You can fail the test and fail it again and fail it again. But the thing is that once you fail the test, you can book on that one, and then with time you can get good, you can get very strong. And one of the things that those guys will do is that when they assess you, they can tell you need like 5 times to come, you need like 10 times to come, you need like 2 times to come, you need like 3 times to come, so that they can be able to use it to assess you and get you ready for the test. On the test day, you have your test assessor there. The person will drive with you. If you don't drive well, my brother, you go take them again. If you drive well, you get your Australian driver's license. So this is how you can be able to get your Australian driver's license. Is it possible? Yes. But what I'm trying to say is that in the name of God, please make sure you learn how to drive. Drive. Because if you don't have it, 90% of the jobs in this country require you to have a driver's license. 90% require you. So if you think you're going to just come here and say, my husband has been telling me to learn how to drive, my sister, I'm telling you now, it is important for you to know how to drive, and not just that, to know how to use the navigation software, which is the Google Maps and all of that. is important. I cannot scream this a lot because a lot of people keep making these mistakes. Just know that that driver's license, some of you are saying me, which skill do I need to have? Which skill do I need to have? Apart from the fact that you need to open your mouth to talk, one of the skills that you need to have is driving skills, because there's no job in this country that will not ask you for your Australian driver's license. If the other ones that will ask you is reducing. So to make yourself have opportunity, immense opportunity for different things, so you need to have it.